Alright guys, I made a roadside launch by the airbase in Houma to go fish down Bayou Little Caillou. I wasn't too sure on how easy it'd be to launch on the side of the road. That Vibe Shearwater's a pretty heavy kayak. I hadn't launched like that in a long time. Had to fish a little bit before I even put the kayak in the water. Launching went pretty easy, slid right in. The water temperature was right at 70 degrees. It was low, muddy, and the tide was going out pretty hard. There wasn't much water on any of the banks, so I really wasn't expecting to catch much flipping and punching. But I started off flipping and punching anyways around the point of Presque Isle, and there wasn't much water underneath the stuff I was punching. Maybe 6 inches of water. After the flipping and punching, I made my way down Bayou Little Caillou, throwing that chatterbait and flipping anything that was sticking off the bank that might have had a little bit of water around it. I got behind Pellegrin's Marine, had an old boat dock next to a boat launch. They had a decent amount of water around that boat dock, so I punched all the thick grass they had around there. Didn't get anything. I wound up switching to the June bug baby brush hog to fish the boat ramp. I wound up hooking up with my first fish. It's a good 2.5 pound fish. I continued fishing that boat ramp with that June bug brush hog. I was able to pick up another one. This one was pretty nice. Another good one. Net. These look good. It's a good 3.5 pound fish. That launch was the first spot I fished that actually had some water around it. I fished around that boat ramp for a while, couldn't get another bite. I continued fishing down Bayou Little Caillou with that white chatterbait and flipping anything that stuck off the bank. I wasn't getting any bites on the chatterbait, brush hog, or flipping that craw. I wound up switching to a white buzzbait. I threw that for a while. I got to a little cut, a good little ways down, that I thought for sure was going to have some fish. It had about 2 feet of water. It was out the current. I fished it pretty slow and thorough and couldn't get anything out of it. So I continued fishing my way down Bayou Little Caillou. I fished all the way to the Presque Isle Bridge. I flipped a lot of the thick grass, everything they had around the bridge. Decided to turn around at the bridge and start working my way back. I wound up catching my third fish, flipping a little clump of grass that was sticking off the bank a little bit. Probably about 2.5 pounds. I kept making my way back up the bayou, flipping a lot of the same stuff, trying to get a bite. I wound up tying on a white and chartreuse spinnerbait with some Colorado blades, and on my third or fourth cast with that, I caught my fourth fish. finally caught one on a spinnerbait. Thought I was on to something, so I stuck with that spinnerbait for a while. Couldn't get another bite on it. I made it back to the boat ramp where I caught my first 2 fish and slowed down and fished that pretty thorough again. I was able to pick up my 5th fish right there. Pretty sure that 5th fish was the same fish I caught from my first fish. I think it was a male bass getting the bed ready because it was the exact same spot I caught him the first time. I fished my way back to where I put in, passed that up a good ways going up Bayou Terrebonne, couldn't get another bite, decided to call it a day. Pulling the Vibe Shearwater out the water definitely wasn't as easy as putting it in the water. That thing's pretty heavy. Looking back, I probably should have tied the rope to the trailer and used the truck to pull the boat out the water. I won't be launching like that again. It's too easy to launch at the boat launch with the trailer. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.